What a great night of fights it's been here. We've seen two #1 contenders crowned, and we do have our big heavyweight main event coming up later on, ladies and gentlemen. What a huge night of action it has been. 14 fights knocked over on the card so far, and it's now time to move on to the second of our professional contests here this evening. 3 5-minute rounds of action coming up. This is the welterweight division. What a great night of action. XFC41, a new era. Josh Robson Sr. makes his way cage side. This man born in Redcliffe, nearby the home of the Dolphins, fights out of the Rock Hard Gym. And his coach, Pete Davis, is also someone that he looks up to. This man, an amateur record, 4 wins, 2 losses. This is, of course, a professional contest. His favourite submission when on top is the Das choke. We almost saw one in the last contest. He's made some improvements in 2019 and specifically in his ground game. This is another huge fight here. This is XFC41, the first under Wombat Jones's reign as XFC president. We're really looking forward to seeing what this contest has to offer for us. Welterweight division and professional contest, 3 5-minute rounds. Josh Robson Sr. has made his way to the cage. He is inside. It's now time to welcome his opponent cage side. That is Nathan Wilson, the Neanderthal himself, born on the Gold Coast. He now fights out of the Hitman Gym. Now, we asked him this week who his notable hero was in the fight game, and it was Mike Tyson. And we do see that often where you'll have a crossover of where their heroes come from, and in this case it is Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. He's coached by Anthony Vella, has a professional record of 2 defeats now. We asked him what his ambitions were during the week for Nathan Wilson. He said that mostly for him it revolves around coaching, but at the end of the day he's a fighter at heart, and he can't seem to stay away from the cage and from the ring. His goal is to make a career out of martial arts. He'll be looking to knock over a victory tonight. He's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Plenty of boxing and kickboxing under his belt. Let's see what he can do this evening. Great night of fights so far. This is fight number 15, 4 to go, including this bout. 3 of those will be professional. This one, 3 5-minute rounds of action. And then we also have another amateur fight coming up next. That will be super lightweight action. 3 3-minute rounds coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, over to Dan Maudsley for the official introductions.
So, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 15 is a professional welterweight bout which will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 76.0 kilos and trains out of Rock Hard Gym, making her 6th appearance as a professional here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Josh Robson Sr. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 77.1 kilos and trains out of Hitman Fight Gym, making his 3rd appearance as a professional here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nathan the Neanderthal Wilson. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Peter Hickmott.
Round number 1, XFC41. It's a new era, Dan.
And a couple of fighters from the old era. A couple of real veterans here in Josh Robson Sr. and Nathan Wilson. Josh Robson always in entertaining fights, and Nathan Wilson, well, he's certainly no different. A couple of knees exchanged here in a bit of a kind of neutral position. Both fighters with one underhook. And it looks like Nathan Wilson will now direct the traffic towards the fence.
Wilson using great pressure so far. Wilson controlling that with an underhook.
Of course, Nathan Wilson, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
As you see it there, Dan, clasps the hands together and gets a nice little takedown off the fence.
So in a tricky little position here, he's going to try and step over the knees and take mount. But look at this, it looks like Josh Robson momentarily was working on a guillotine. But now Nathan Wilson on the opposite side, so he is safe in this position. Josh Robson's got to let go or he'll again be in danger of a Von Flue choke.
Yeah, Robson's got a little bit of work to do from here.
So a couple of shots to the body there from the bottom from Josh Robson Sr. Nathan Wilson doing a good job of just ensuring that he's keeping his hips past that right knee of Josh Robson.
Wilson staying nice and busy at the moment.
And look at that, some tidy little re-guarding work there from Josh Robson. Nathan Wilson doing a good job not accepting the position though. Straight away back into half guard.
Good position here from Wilson, looking to stay on top and apply that pressure.
And one thing about Nathan Wilson, he has never taken an easy fight. Fought the likes of Joel Fay back in the day here for an XFC amateur title.
Well. Yeah, exactly.
Fought Ty Duncan, who's a former XFC amateur champion as well in his pro debut. So really hasn't hasn't picked his fights. He's taken
no
whoever
such
they've
thing as
thrown
an
at
easy
him.
road.
Both men putting the pressure on here on the ground, as we can see here. Who's in a better position here, gents? Like both men looking busy, as you said. Nathan Wilson looking to do a good job. But how much pressure is he putting on here on top?
Yeah, so Nathan doing a good job of just maintaining this top position and making sure that he's safe from any submission attempts. We did see Josh Robson Sr. momentarily look to switch the hips perhaps for an armbar before, but Nathan Wilson now starting to get a little bit more aggressive with the ground and pound. And once again, the guard opening there for Josh Robson Sr. So I like that Josh is staying active off his back here. If nothing, at least it's keeping Nathan Wilson
keeping him honest, yeah.
Yeah, from committing too much to the ground and pound.
Yeah, both men looking to do a job here, as we can see. Middle stages of round number one, professional contest here, welterweight division at XFC41. Peter Hipmont barking a few instructions.
Robson has been known to set up a triangle from bottom position, so let's see how that works.
Inching his way up with the legs to do that, Benny, as we can see. Shots to the body there from Robson Sr.
Wilson doing a good job to stuff those attempts as well. Staying busy, working the midsection.
Shots there from Wilson. Shots to the head, shots to the body. Ooh, elbow.
Nice.
Good elbows there from Nathan Wilson.
Yeah, this is where the damage comes. It's tiring being on bottom, especially when you've got these elbows flowing down.
Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people don't really have a good kind of read on is how tiring it is actually taking shots, you know. When you get hit with those big shots, it does drain the gas tank really quickly.
He's doing a good job, though, Josh Robson Sr. staying
Robson
busy
now
underneath,
switching his
active.
hips, which is good. Wilson reading that and adjusting.
Yeah, moving around with that hip movement. 40 seconds remaining here, round number one. Both men on the ground for the best part of this first round.
Beautiful pass there from the half butterfly guard for Nathan Wilson.
Oh, well
Josh
done.
Robson turtling Nathan
Robson
Wilson.
now needs to explode.
30 seconds to go if the Neanderthal wants to
Dangerous position now for Robson.
Nathan Wilson getting that left hand underneath the neck.
Oh, that's tight.
That's
well
tight.
done, that's tight.
He's now going to flatten him out.
He's got him. Could he have it?
He's
Could
got
he
to
have it?
flatten him out, and there's the tap.
It's over. Oh, well done, Nathan Wilson. What a fantastic performance. That was well done. In control for well over 3 minutes there on top. Managed to get it round. Got the choke in nice and tight. And as you said, Ben, managed to switch it over, holding tight, and that was it. It was all over.
Yeah, as soon as he flattened him out, he had that leverage to be able to apply that pressure.
That's for me.
Great performance there from Nathan Wilson. Excellent work. He comes away with the victory. He said he wants to make a career out of mixed martial arts, and he can't stay away from the ring. He loves being a coach, but tonight he put on the performance to show all of his disciples how you get the job done. Well done by the Neanderthal. Both fighters centering. Peter Hickmont gets them ready. It's now time to go to Dan Mosley for our official decision.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 52 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke in the red corner, Nathan the Neanderthal Wilson.
Nathan Wilson with that victory, ladies and gentlemen. An excellent performance there in that professional contest here at XFC41. That, of course, was the welterweight division. A great display by both men on the ground and an excellent performance there from Wilson. He gets the victory with a submission in the very first round of that contest. He'd be very happy with that one. It was a great performance. And as we have discussed, the man himself loves being a coach, but he can't keep himself outside of the cage. He proved that there with a great performance.